India Global.
India Global.
Hello and welcome. Join us on a trip to the Republic of Ireland. The Republic of Ireland, located in northwestern Europe, covers the southern 5/6 of the island of Ireland.
The remaining part, Northern Ireland, is part of the United Kingdom. Surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and the Irish Sea, Ireland's geography comprises relatively low-lying mountains, with the western coast more rugged than the east.
Around 11% of the land is covered by forests.
Ireland is a parliamentary democracy, with the President, the head of state, elected by direct vote, and the Prime Minister, who is head of government.
The country is predominantly Catholic. Irish and English are languages spoken here.
The capital, Dublin, is synonymous with literary greats such as Jonathan Swift, Oscar Wilde and James Joyce, some of the most influential writers in the English language.
4 Nobel Prizes for Literature have been awarded to writers associated with Dublin: playwright George Bernard Shaw, poets W.E. Yeats and Seamus Heaney, and the multifaceted Samuel Beckett.
With its many universities, its book and publishing trade, and a thriving contemporary literary scene, Dublin is a UNESCO City of Literature.
That was a clip from River Dance, an exciting show of music and dance which comes from Ireland. With over 10,000 performances seen by people across continents, it tells the story of Ireland and its people. Wide-ranging interactions that can be traced back centuries inform the warm ties that exist between India and Ireland, says Radhika Lal Lokesh, Ambassador of India to Ireland.
Through the centuries, India and Ireland have had an extraordinary diversity of interactions which have defied the geographical distance between us or the disparity in our sizes, population and levels of development. Irish missionaries and educationists in the 19th and 20th centuries set up a number of high-quality educational institutions and social service organizations. Irish civil servants, soldiers, doctors, engineers went to India in the service of the British Crown and in the process acquired a deep scholarship on various aspects of India. George Gerson, the mathematician from Trinity College, compiled the first comprehensive linguistic survey of India, and Thomas Oldham and his team of Irish geologists made a huge contribution to the first geological survey of India. India and Ireland have been constantly seeking to build on the immense popular goodwill created by many shared experiences in the past to impart a new dynamism in our bilateral relations in the contemporary context.
The nationalist movements in both countries, the close friendship between literateurs, tireless services rendered by missionaries are all factors that have strengthened this relationship, says Ambassador Lokesh.
The interaction between Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Eamon de Valera enriched the close association between our nationalist movement. The confluences in our constitution bear testimony to the vibrancy of that association. The mutual admiration of great poets William Butler Yeats and Rabindranath Tagore was another unifying strand. Sister Cyril Mooney, an internationally recognized education innovator, was presented the Irish President's Distinguished Award for Social Work. Sister Mooney is a Loreto sister who has worked tirelessly in India and has also been awarded the Padma Shri.
On trade relations between India and Ireland, Ambassador Radhika Lal Lokesh says,
bilateral trade has been showing a steady upward movement but is still well below potential. The trade in goods stands at euro 660 million, while the trade in goods and services is more than 2.5 billion euro. There has been increase in interest in investment in both directions. India and Ireland have complementary strengths in a number of areas, including IT and financial services, pharmaceuticals and renewable energy, to name just a few. Indian corporate entities looking for a base in Europe have found a favorable climate in Ireland, particularly for investments in knowledge-based industries, IT and pharmaceuticals.
Ireland is one of the top 20 countries in global rankings for the quality of its scientific research. India is building linkages with Ireland in this sector, says Ambassador Lokesh.
Bilateral program of cooperation in science and technology encourages collaboration between research institutions, joint research projects and exchanges of scientific personnel. Universities of higher learning in Ireland and India have entered into MOUs for collaborations in these areas. In addition, the continuing growth of the Indian market and investment opportunities in the 3 T's, IT, biotechnology and environment technology, provide interesting openings for mutual cooperation in the future.
Hospitality and family values find resonances in both Indian and Irish society and have helped to build strong people-to-people contacts, says Ambassador Radhika Lal Lokesh.
The Irish are warm and friendly people. They greatly appreciate the cultural diversity of India and the strong traditions of family and hospitality which they share with Indians. The regular and extensive interaction in colonial times is recalled with genuine warmth. In fact, almost every second or third Irish would have some connection with India. This is the reason why India continues to be seen as an important tourist destination.
Yoga, naturopathy and Bollywood add to the allure of India in Ireland, says Ambassador Lokesh.
The Irish are also deeply interested in yoga and naturopathy. There are many organizations spread all over Ireland teaching yoga today. The Irish also participate in cultural activities organized by the Indian community. An annual India-Irish Film Festival in Dublin brings well-known directors from India with a retrospective on their films.
Along with the Indian community in Ireland, Indian students in Ireland have added yet another dimension.
The people-to-people contact has increased further because of the recent increase in the number of Indian students coming to Ireland for higher education. The well-established Indian community in Ireland in the finance and IT sectors, banking and medical services have made a significant contribution to the socio-economic development of Ireland and are highly respected.
And speaking of special links that India has with Ireland's universities, including the country's oldest, Trinity College Dublin, Ambassador Radhika Lal Lokesh says,
some of the Irish universities like Trinity College have a long association with India since the 18th century when a school of Oriental languages was established in the university which included the study of Indian history and law. In keeping with this tradition, the university has a South Asia initiative which promotes historical and social science research on India-related subjects. Former President Mr. V.V. Giri studied in University College Dublin. The university instituted 4 scholarships for Indian students in his memory. The Chester Beatty Library holds one of the finest collections of Mughal paintings and manuscripts, the collection of a single individual.
And Ireland has a Ranji Trophy tournament too. Ambassador Lokesh explains.
With Irish cricket team making strides on the international stage, cricket is bringing people of our 2 countries together. In fact, in memory of the sojourn of the famous cricketer Ranjit Singh of Navanagar, Ranji Trophy was established as a local initiative in Ireland and it continues to grow in popularity. The castle in County Connemara, where Ranjit Singh lived in the 1920s and 30s, is now a popular hotel.
That wraps up our visit to Ireland. But before we go, here's a question for you.
Can you name this prominent person of Indian origin who is a minister in the Irish government?
Send in your answers to indiajourneys360@gmail.com. The first 3 listeners sending in the correct answer will get a music CD from the EIR archives and a DVD from the Ministry of External Affairs.
Congratulations, Gangaya Lakkakula from Anantapur in Andhra Pradesh and Sujata from Lucknow for sending in the right answer to the question on Mexico. India has gifted over 100 artifacts to the National Museum of Cultures in Mexico City, the only one of its kind in Latin America, for setting up an India Room.
Until next time then, goodbye.
And travel safe.